What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Geass, and today we're going to be talking about future collabs I think Grand Cross could have, because I'm extremely impressed with the KOF collab. By far, hands down, I think the KOF collab was the best collab Grand Cross has ever had. And they've had 3 so far, so I will have a separate video on my thoughts on the entire KOF collab and everything about it. So if you guys are interested in that video, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you guys will get that video instantly. Now, from if you guys have noticed from the collabs we've had on Grand Cross, right? Grand Cross has had some crazy collabs, right? But the thing about the collabs is that it's either an anime game or just an anime show. KOF is actually an anime game. I mean, it kind of has a show, but it's mainly a game. So we're gonna focus on how, just those kinds of stuff, right? Now, one thing I've noticed between all the collabs is that every single collab we've had has a sub and a dubbed version, which makes sense because sub for the JP and then obviously dub for global. But even though global still has dub, but it has to have dub as well for people to be interested in that stuff, right? Because obviously they're doing a collab so people could go ahead and play KOF and stuff like that, or even watch Attack on Titans, right? I haven't watched Attack on Titans until the collab happened, so it makes sense. So there is that, right? Now, there's a few collabs I could see happening and some I don't see happening, but the main one I see happening that not a lot of people talk about is God of High School. Now, the thing about God of High School is it's actually an anime with a dub and sub version. I think the dub is still ongoing, but it actually has a game as well. Now, the game came out way before the anime, because I remember I downloaded the game when it first came. It's on a mobile, right? It's on mobile. It's a mobile game. It came out back in 2017, but I think I downloaded it around 2018. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember, but it does have a dub sub version and stuff like that, and there's many characters they could bring. Now, if we're talking about fighting styles and stuff like that, God of High School is the #1 contender in my opinion for just to come to Grand Cross. Now, I personally don't even, it's not that I don't like God of High School, it's that I didn't really get anything out of it but the animations. The story was kind of meh. The backstories were pretty dope, at least for one of them. But yeah, I give this, in my anime list, I give this a 6 or 7 only because of animations and fighting styles and stuff like that. But that's it, right? But the fighting styles they have, that if they brought the fighting styles they had from the anime into Grand Cross, it would look so dope. So this is definitely one I think will definitely come to Grand Cross. Actually, I think this is probably their best choice. Now, in second place, or another game anime I think could be coming to Grand Cross, is actually Demon Slayer. There is actually a picture somebody made that looks so realistic that I actually thought Demon Slayer was going to be a collab, but it's not. But Demon Slayer does have a dub and sub version completed, and they actually have a game they're working on that's coming out for mobile and PS4. I don't know when it's going to come out. It says sometime winter, so I assume it's going to come out November, December-ish. But a lot of people are excited for the game. It took too long for me to come out, so I don't still have that same hype, but I definitely will have the game and probably make a video on it just for that one and done content. But definitely Demon Slayer, hands down. They could bring what's this guy's name again? Tanjiro, Nezuko. They could bring all these characters, and I think Demon Slayer would have some pretty nice looking animations, especially in Grand Cross, because if you watch Demon Slayer, the anime, just the art, the entire thing looks incredible. So I think Demon Slayer definitely has a chance. Now, this is some kind of collab a lot of people want to happen, but I personally don't think this is going to happen. I would want it to happen, but I don't think this is going to happen at all, and that is a collab with Naruto. The reason why I don't think they could have a collab with Naruto is because what I've noticed is the collabs on Grand Cross that they had or have going or stuff like that are actually like stuff that are ongoing. Like Attack on Titans was already finished, but they do have a new season coming out. When the Slime collab came out, it was still actually airing, and the KOF is actually a game, so that's just always going to be there, right? Where they actually dropped a new character that was extremely popular and stuff like that. I don't remember if it was Orochi or whatever, but they did drop a character that was extremely popular, so it was like that, right? Naruto, it's already finished. It's been finished for a long time. I don't think this is gonna come at all, but if it does, then hey, big dub. But I don't really see them having a collab with this game, so there's that. Now, what I could see happening actually is Code Geass. Now, I watched Code Geass recently. Fantastic anime. It's a 10 out of 10 in my list. Like, if you guys watch Code Geass and you watch all the way to the end and find out what Lelouch, which is the main character here, if you find out what Lelouch does and why he did it, it's like so moving, emotional and stuff like that. It's so good. But I could really see Grand Cross having a collab with Code Geass actually, if they're into that kind of sci-fi mecha stuff with like the robots and stuff like that. I think that'd be actually a cool mechanic to have in the game. Right, Lelouch obviously coming in at Zero, that'd be actually super dope, because then he could definitely have some kind of taunt card with his Code Geass, or not his Code Geass, but with his Geass. It'd be so sick. They could bring Colin, C2, they can bring whoever. I think this is definitely an anime I would love for them to have a collab with, right? If they're into the sci-fi mecha stuff. Now, I know a lot of people want this to happen, but I don't know if it will happen. I'm kind of in the middle of wanting it to happen and wanting it not to happen. But a lot of people want a Dragon Ball collab. Now, I don't know if they're going to have a Dragon Ball collab, but if we're talking about in terms of games, I think they could have a collab with Dokkan. I don't know it. I don't think it's going to happen, but they could definitely do it. Dokkan only really has collabs with, like, Dragon Ball related stuff. Like, they did have a collab with One Piece like 5 years ago, but they didn't bring any One Piece character. I'm pretty sure they did not bring any One Piece character. They just brought a One Piece event, right? So I don't think this game or just Dragon Ball in general would have a collab with Grand Cross, but if Dokkan Battle or Dragon Ball did, that'd be pretty dope. Now, if we're talking about animes with dubbed, sub, and the game, I think ReZero is definitely one of the top contenders. Also, because ReZero actually has a mobile game going out right now that is actually popping off. A lot of people are playing this ReZero game. They could bring a lot of characters. They all have some kind of ability and stuff like that. They could bring into the, you know, Grand Cross. I'd simp for Remrem, right? Obviously, Remrem is my waifu when it comes to maids. Like my number one that I can think of. Honestly, it's probably just her. But yeah, I think ReZero is definitely a great choice. If you guys have watched or played ReZero, this is definitely a great choice. Now, a lot of people have been speculating that this collab actually could happen, and I actually kind of see it happening, which is Fate, right? Fate Stay Zero, just Fate in general. If you guys don't know, Netmarble actually has a Fate game. It's Fate Grand Order, but it's only the creator one that Netmarble actually owns. So it actually does make sense if Netmarble and Grand Cross have a collab with Fate, because they had a collab with KOF, which I think Netmarble also owns a KOF game, if I'm not wrong. I think it's KOF All-Stars. I don't know if it's... yeah, it's from Netmarble, I'm pretty sure. So it makes sense if they have a collab with Fate Grand Order or whatever. This is like a perfect option for them to have a character, like a collab, right? If they would bring characters, obviously Saber, Gilgamesh, and probably Archer or something like that, like an assassin. I don't know. They could definitely bring it though. Now, for my final collab that I think they could bring that is very popular and actually popping off right now and has been popping off for the last couple of years is SAO. SAO has multiple mobile games. It has a sub and dubbed version when it comes to the anime. Obviously they could bring Kirito, Kazuto. I forgot which one I called him before, but they can bring him in, right? Him, what was the girl's name? I forgot her name. Like Asuna, I forgot her name. I haven't really watched SAO in a while, but yeah, I think they could bring this. They definitely could actually. If we're talking about sword users, SAO is the way to go. Now guys, I think that's going to be all for the collabs that I feel like could come to Grand Cross. Now if any of them do come to Grand Cross, they are going to have to do, or they're going to have some competition, because one, they are going to have a competition with obviously the KOF. There's a lot of like content, which again I will have a video soon about. Also, I didn't mention this in the beginning of the video, but I'll probably mention it in the next video as well in the beginning. I will try to upload 2 to 3 videos again daily. I'm not, you guys don't stick to that. I'm not even sure myself, but I've noticed that I actually do kind of have the time to make 2 to 3 videos a day and upload them. So I'll try to get back on the grind and stuff like that. If you guys have any kind of videos you guys want me to make, let me know in the comments down below. I'm Geass. Let me know what collabs you guys think that could come out that I didn't mention already, and why. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Later. Peace.